All right, so today we are going to be taking Imbibitor Lunae into all the endgame fights here. And this is honestly exciting for me for, two reasons. Firstly, because it's going to be interesting to see how well he's going to perform now that he's, definitely fallen from grace. He's not as good as he used to be, obviously, because we got newer DPSs that are just doing way more than him. But then secondly, I don't have much experience using this character because I actually don't have him on my account, so I am using one of my boys' accounts, so big shout outs to him. But yeah, we're gonna, just like the other endgame videos, we're gonna take him into the 3 main modes and see how he's gonna hold up with the the content. And as usual, I'm gonna be showing the build for him at the end of the video, so do stick around for that as well. All right, so we're starting out in Apocalyptic Shadow. We're doing the Phantylia fight here because she does have imaginary weakness. And I'm pretty much going to be sticking with the core, throughout all these runs with Imbibitor Lunae and Sparkle, because as I'm sure we all know about Imbibitor, he needs a lot of skill points. So Sparkle is the best character to help out with that. So let's go in right here. The main thing with this fight, again, as I always say for Apocalyptic Shadow, you do want to try to get it done before this action value up here is 1300 or less. Because that, if you have that on both sides, you'll be able to get that 3-star. So that is the main goal we're trying to have here. Let's start getting, yeah, we're gonna start focusing on the flower here, because for Phantylia, we gotta get rid of these flowers to actually be able to damage her. And I also got my ult there, which is very nice. Little bit of RNG to get that first ult, considering we aren't giving any, we don't have any energy characters on this, like Tengyun or Huohuo. So that is also important to keep in mind there. So here, I'm going to... yeah, I should have basic with Gallagher, just to try to do as much toughness damage as we can to Phantylia here. And Gallagher is E6 on this account as well, which is very nice. So we do love to see that. Let me get Ron May's ult up. Actually, didn't even peep what we're running on Ron May here. Her health is a little lower than I would like it to be on this account, but it is what it is. I'm gonna ult with Sparkle just to get the buff as well. And then let's go to, yeah, it's buff Daniel over here, and let's just get to work. Alright damage there, and nothing super crazy. But yeah, with this team, it does help to have Ron May, just because we want to get those breaks as well. And also, this is going to happen, which sucks, but we just want to try to bust through the flowers as quickly as possible. And thankfully, Imbibitor is very good at that. So, like, as you can see there, we didn't even get the break, but we got the kill there on the flower. Now we ult on Phantylia, and we try to get the break on her now, which we'll be able to do pretty soon here. Let's see, now for Gallagher. Actually, no, I'm not worried, because she still has the Gallagher, like, healing debuff thing. So, oh, I actually have to skill with her anyway. Okay, no, Ron May should be fine. She should be fine. Oh, yeah, Ron May's good. Alright, so now we'll give Gallagher the break here with the ult. And now we can just start going crazy. And seeing that crazy damage that we see in Apocalyptic Shadow. And, yeah, just like as we attack and whatnot, the other flowers will get taken out, so we'll get even more skill points back. So this, phase of Apocalyptic Shadow actually does help out Imbibitor a lot. Because the big thing that we'll see probably when we get to MOC is that skill points can be a little annoying even with Sparkle, because at least from my experience playing with Imbibitor, you want to try to get that like final enhanced basic attack as much as you can, and it takes a lot of skill points, especially since we are running E0. Now if you have E2, it's a little bit different, because you get more actions, you get more uses of the of his enhanced basic attack, and you also get the extra Squama Sacrosancta from the ultimate. So there is a lot that you get from E2, and also having the signature light cone would also help, but this is very much like a free-to-play Imbibitor Lunae that we're showing off here. So if you have the resources to get him E2, that is something I think is a pretty solid idea if you really like the character, because you're going to get a massive increase in damage. Plus, if you have Sparkle, it's going to be even better. So hopefully you did pick up Sparkle either on her original banner or her rerun that we just had a few weeks ago. Yeah, but here we're going to get the enhanced basic into the ults. Is this even going to be enough to kill? Actually, I'm not sure. Let's see. Okay, not quite enough to kill, but she is going to be Oh wait, no, she doesn't have Run May's debuff. Okay, that's a little awkward. It's a little awkward here. Yes. Oh wait, no, she does. Never mind. Never mind. I was looking for it above her head when she has this like massive model. All right. So now we're on phase 2. Pretty good timing for the action value. So as long as we can get the breaks off pretty quickly, we should be able to get that taken care of. We'll Sparkle skill here. We have the Squama Sacrosancta, so only got to use 1 skill point there. And let's see, this should kill the flower. Okay, not quite, but we are close. We'll get Ron May's ult back up as well. Okay, there we go, and then Gallagher. Okay, yeah, Gallagher's going to be able to basic ult basic. I love using Gallagher. He's got to be one of my favorite characters to use in the game. He just works so well. And we'll do that. Then Phantylia is going to attack. Plus, we have the healing thing as well for Gallagher. We have it on. We have that debuff on Phantylia, so we'll be able to get some health back here as well. Plus buff Imbibitor. So it's pretty much just like a cycle of this. And it is important too that I'm using him with the characters I'm using him with, because when we, as you'll see throughout the video, I'm going to be using him with relatively either SP neutral or SP positive characters. Because if you're running Imbibitor with an SP, negative character, you're not going to have a fun time. Just point blank, it's going to be really tough to get the most out of him, because you're going to be, those two characters are going to be fighting for skill points at that point. So yeah, making sure that you're using characters that don't use too many skill points is the best case scenario for him. Alright, yep, damaging these flowers is good to get more break. I don't think we're going to be able to break her right away here, even with the flower next to her. Okay, yeah, it didn't even die there, so, it is what it is. Alright, we take some damage here. Hopefully we don't get screwed over by RNG. Okay, she didn't do that much damage there. That's not bad. We just have to deal with some more flowers. But that's just the norm for the Phantylia fight, so it's not even anything super crazy. Alright, so we get Gallagher. Get the break there, and then, yeah, with the Sparkle buff, we should be able to knock out the flower here. And we'll also get some skill points back for once we actually break Phantylia, too. So that is really good. Alright, Sparkle ult is up. We also do love to see that. Let's get Ron Maze back up, too, so we can just get some crazy damage. Because once we get this break here, we should be able to knock her out. That shouldn't be a problem at all. And then Gallagher get... Oh, this is actually perfect, yeah, because Gallagher gets a basic attack there. Then Sparkle ults first, brings back Imbibitor, and then he's going to get the break and the action advance here, which is really nice. I do like that we get a little action advance, too, from the, from the Apocalyptic Shadow buff for this phase. Yep, so he's going to get up there, plus we're going to get his ultimate off. And we're just seeing some pretty good damage from him. So yeah, he can definitely hold up still in Apocalyptic Shadow. Now, at least for me using, Firefly, Fei Xiao, characters like that in this side, they definitely perform better. But Imbibitor Lunae, he can still hold up here, absolutely. And I don't have super break, so Gallagher's not really doing much damage here, but it's all good. We're focused on Daniel over there, so I'm not going to be too mad about that. So let's do Sparkle skill one more time. And we'll finish her off with the maximum enhanced basic attack. So yeah, pretty solid overall there, and that is a 3-star clear as well. Even better than the score I used to test it before, which we do love to see that. So let's move on now to the next fight. All right, now we're gonna do Memory of Chaos. I'm actually doing floor 11 versus Kafka as opposed to doing floor 12, because for one, I think it's good to have like the different kind of fights, and then secondly, for MOC 12, it is against, at least the Imaginary Weak section is against the like past, present, future, which is a very break-oriented fight. So, and we already kind of had that with the Apocalyptic Shadow showcase. So we're gonna do Kafka here. I did switch out the sustain for this one to Locha, but otherwise we're running the same team, same builds, all that fun stuff. So let's go right in here. And once again, the main point here is to minimize skill point usage on everyone besides Imbibitor here. Obviously, Sparkle's going to be using her skill every turn to buff him, which is fine, but everyone else, I mean, outside of when Ron May needs to, and in very niche situations for Locha, we shouldn't have to use the skill for them that much. Alright, so start here. Yep, no ult right away, but that's fine. Locha getting hit there is a little annoying, but it is what it is. We should be able to get the break pretty quickly here. Plus, we get Ron May ultimate. And also, this MOC does have the Exo Toughness effect, which gives them like a secondary, like kind of smaller toughness bar, but you can use, yeah, once you break the initial one, you can use any attacks to break the exo toughness and it'll further delay them, which is really nice. So here, yeah, now we're going to be able to not only break there, but also through the enhanced basic and the ult might not, okay, yeah, the ult's not even needed. The exo toughness also just got broken. And we'll get the ult damage here as well. Very strong damage here to start. Almost 150k on that ultimate there. Okay, Locha is CC'd, which kind of sucks, but not the biggest deal in the world right now. As long as he's good once we get into Kafka, because we will need him for the cleanses. Because in my testing, I have gotten pretty unlucky. Because he has, well, not like the most unlucky, because he hasn't been hitting Imbibitor, but he has been hitting Sparkle. Or she has been hitting Sparkle with the, with the Dominates. So hopefully, yeah, hopefully we can have a better time this time here when we're actually doing the recording. All right, so here, let's, yeah, actually, yeah, I'm going to do this. Give Locha his field back up. I mean, it is pretty easy to keep his field up, which is nice. Then let's Sparkle skill, Sparkle ult, and let's see, how much HP does this enemy have? Because I might try to save some skill points. Okay, no, you don't have enough HP for me to save that many skill points, but honestly, we're just going to use 2 skill points instead of 3. Let's see how much damage we do. Okay, not enough to kill, but that's all right. I feel like there are going to be some moments with Imbibitor that you're going to have to, you know, make plays to save skill points just because of the way his skill point consumption is. Because if you don't, I feel like there could be some situations where if you don't do that, you could end up just using way too many skill points. Plus, getting Sparkle closer to her ultimate is going to be very good. I'm going to do 2 skill points there again, because that should be enough for an ultimate, actually. Yes. Yeah, enough for an ultimate, so we can finish this off here. And we have the 2 stacks there. And yeah, Sparkle goes first, which is nice, but we won't actually get the 3 layered enhanced basic. So we'll only do the 2. Now we just hope for the best here. I probably should have saved the skill point for Locha, but okay, Ronmei got hit. That's actually not the worst thing in the world. Especially since we do have Locha, we do have the field still up. Well, not anymore, but we'll get it back. We'll get it back. All right, now we finally have skill points back, which is good. So you are going to have those kind of like downtime moments in a good amount of team comps with them. So yeah, let's get this enhanced basic off. Whole ton of damage there, 160k is pretty massive. And okay, we're taking good amount of damage. Okay, Locha with the emergency heal, we love that. And now, yeah, no, here I'm a basic attack into ult. Because if I were to skill Ronmei, I would have to put up her buff, but I wouldn't have a skill point for it. So we do have to last a little bit of time without her buff, but Kafka is broken right now, so it's not the biggest deal in the world. And then here, yeah, here, let's do this, and then, let's see, we can't break the exo toughness with only 2 skill points, but it's fine. We can get a lot of it taken care of, and we get the ult as well, so let's actually just get rid of that exo toughness meter. And we'll get Sparkle's ult after her next move as well, so that's actually really good for us. Yeah, now I need a skill point back very desperately. Sparkle's not going to be able to skill, actually, which is a little awkward, but we do need Ronmei's buff up. And I'll basic. She still gets the ult, so I'm just going to use it. And plus, Imbibitor was next anyway, so it's not like the biggest deal in the world. I am just missing out on the crit damage buff, though. That's the only thing that's annoying, but let's get a bunch of damage here while Kafka is broken. Not as much as it could have been, but you know, it is what it is. Let's start getting those skill points back up now that we have everything we need to be up is up besides Locha's field, but that'll get put back up by itself because Locha is very good at that. Okay, let's go here. We'll get all those buffs now and 3 skill points. Kafka's almost dead here as well. She is about to recover from, oh, she's not gonna recover yet because she still has the Ronmei additional delay, which we do love to see that. Shoutouts to Ronmei. The Kafka stays broken. We're going to get one more strong hit in from Imbibitor over here. And we have just enough skill points so we can do 3 skill points. And then we can do the ultimate as well. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's gonna knock out Kafka here, but pretty solid damage overall. I am gonna Locha. Yeah, I'm gonna use Locha's ult here real quick, just to make sure we got that field up, because we are gonna get hit. Let's get those skill points right away here. And thankfully, honestly, thankfully she attacked the Imbibitor there. This elite enemy, because oh, Locha died. That's awkward. That's awkward. All right. That is the thing with Locha too. Locha can still heal very well. He just kind of suffers in that kind of department and like being able to survive some of these things because he is HP. He's not HP scaling. He's attack scaling. So that is kind of a yikes. But we did get through pretty much the whole thing. You know, with RNG, you can definitely have some better. You definitely be able to clear this through. I have cleared it on this account, so I'm not gonna go out of my way to just like get like a completed run. You do get a little bit of RNG, which does kind of suck sometimes, but. And of course, if you have more investment in your Imbibitor too, and I guess your Locha, because this is more so like very free to play, E0 or S0 kind of characters. Like if you have them with more investment, you'll probably even be able to shave off a couple cycles here, as well as, you know, being able to clear without anyone dying. So that is what we have for MOC. And now let's move on to Pure Fiction, which is going to be probably the most goofy one of the bunch here. All right, for our last fight of the video, we are doing the Pure Fiction against Bronya with the Imaginary Weakness. Now, I have never used this character in Pure Fiction. This is the only one I didn't test. And because of that, I'm going to play it manually, and we're just going to see how this goes, because it's also like not a like very great buff for Imbibitor, because it is like break focused for this Pure Fiction. So we're just gonna see how this goes. I feel like the big thing for him in here is like the damage output he can do is very good, but yeah, it's not like the greatest kind of buff for him. But we do also have Gallagher here because there is a good amount of fire weakness in this one. So if we can get Gallagher's ultimate up, we can do some pretty solid damage. And of course, once again, no super break for Ron or Gallagher, so we do just gotta make do with what we got. Alright, I'm not gonna bother holding on to Imbibitor's ultimate. There's honestly no reason for me to, so we'll get that going. Yeah, hold on to Gallagher's because there is actually value in that, so you can get more skill points back. Alright, we'll do this, and I'm gonna target this one so we can get 3 kills here. It might even be worth to use 2 skill points instead of 3 for this, just because of the way that Pure Fiction is with the amount of enemies. Alright, we got the Whimsicality, that's good. Get some extra damage in, because we will need it for sure. Also, having Run May here is definitely helpful for the extra break efficiency. So that's always good. Yeah, let me try doing the 2 skill points, because we still get a blast, but it's not taking up as many skill points for us. Yeah, okay, that's doing enough damage for these ads, so that's definitely good. Alright, let's get this back up. Also, the fact that we are almost 2 cycles deep, and we're on the last enemy of Wave 1, it's not looking too good. It's not looking too good, but honestly, I expected as much. Now, he's not like the worst character ever. Like, I think they had like a more damage-focused, like, Whimsicality for this mode. It definitely could be good for Imbibitor, but for what they've been doing with Pure Fiction, it's just not going to be a place you are really going to use him that much, especially if you have other characters that are just going to perform better already. But you know, it is what it is. We're going to get the ultimate off here. Okay, Trash Can still doesn't die if I do that, so we're going to do this. I also picked the buff to be able to reduce toughness regardless of type on the ultimate, so that also does help us out a lot there. I probably should have done Gallagher on the Trash Can, but that's alright. It's alright, because we'll get this off here. Get the blast. You know, if we can make it to the 3rd wave of this, I will be happy. Yeah, I'll be happy with making it to wave 3. I know we're not getting 30k on this. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So, yeah, if I can hit the last wave, I will be satisfied with that. All right, we're on May, get that back up. Yeah, we're about to be approaching our last cycle here. Maybe I could have also ran Dance on Sparkle instead for Pure Fiction here, because I am running Past and Future, the free-to-play. Yeah, free-to-play light cone on her. Oh, I didn't even kill anyone. I should have just used 3 skill points there. Yeah, as we can see, this is rough for him. And because of how this is going, I'm not even going to go crazy trying to like get a good run or anything like that for Pure Fiction. Because all in all, I think with the characters we have for Pure Fiction already, like if you already have like a decent amount of characters in your account and everything, you probably won't need to use him for Pure Fiction. I mean, we already all have Herda, you know, Himiko, who's a standard 5-star. All that stuff. This is not where Imbibitor is going to shine. I don't think he's ever really done super well in here, from what I can tell. Just because of the way he's played, it's just not the mode for him. So let's do one more basic here. I'm gonna slow it down, just for the cinematic effect. Oh, we get the ult too. We get the ult too. All right. Give him a little cinematic send off here for Pure Fiction. Unless we might actually clutch up here. Hold on, because we have 3 enemies here. Is this all the enemies we have? If it's all the enemies we have and we kill, we might actually get it. Yeah, hold on. For the cinematic, we're doing the slowdown. If we actually just make it to wave 3 here with this, I'll be happy. Okay, we didn't make it. Never mind. He didn't kill. He didn't kill. All right, you know, it is what it is there. But yeah, that is Imbibitor Lunae. He is, you know, he could still put in some work in, you know, certain game modes. But again, like Pure Fiction, he's not going to perform well. But if you are comparing him to the newer stuff, you know, like Acheron, Firefly, Fei Xiao, probably even Rappa as well, he's just not putting up the numbers he used to be. But hey, if you want to get him, you know, if you already have him and you want to get him like E2, you want to get his light cone, he's going to be able to perform a lot better. Because once again, like as we're going to show right now with the build, this is very free to play, like not really running anything super crazy, and also at E0 here as well. So, because E1, you get some extra damage opportunities as well. Then here at E2 is where you get the action advance on the ult and the extra Squalma Sacrosancta. So you could get some crazy numbers with that. But enough about that. For the build, we got 2700 attack, base speed on him, or a very little speed, because we are running him with a hyperspeed sparkle at 165. Crit ratio is 74.8 and 147.2, which is pretty solid here as well. We do have imaginary damage on him as well, a lot of that. Light cone is Fall of an Aeon S5, which is his best free-to-play option. Obviously, if you have some signatures and stuff like that, they'll probably perform better on him. But for free-to-play, if you're not pulling for like signature light cones or anything like that, this is probably the best option to go with. Trace-wise, we got that all maxed out. Relics, we are running the 4-piece Wastelander set for the imaginary damage and 2-piece Rudolent Arena. And pretty solid pieces all around. We do have the crit rate body there, attack boots with a solid crit damage, an imaginary boost there, and then we have attack on the rope here. Then, as I showed already, E0. So that is my endgame showcase for Imbibitor Lunae. Let me know what you all think in the comments down below. If you're going to be pulling for him, best of luck to you. Hopefully the only people pulling for him, though, at least in my opinion, are people who are trying to get him from E0 to E2, because E2 completely changes things. But with that, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed and want to see more content from me, be sure to hit that subscribe button. But with that, I will see you all next time.